One pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The home plate umpire, Tony Randazzo.
Well, that was quick and painless. It's the first day of spring training, first inning in the first game, and we have our automated ball strike system being used. We're going to talk about how the ABS system works, some pitfalls that still linger, what the parameters are, how it compares to the on-screen strike zone box, and more stuff that we've actually talked about leading up for the past few seasons ever since we first advocated for a challenge system in Major League Baseball. This is the first step. It's testing out ABS in spring training.
Dave Roberts had a discussion with the guys about the ABS and how we're going to challenge and everything else.
That's the signal to challenge, but here's how we do it. In AAA, there were 3 challenges per game, but in Major League Baseball, it's going to be 2, only 2, and only the batter's catcher or pitcher may challenge a call.
2-2 is a called strike 3 over the outside corner. Mazzaro will challenge.
The challenge is requested with a hand to the head, and it must be filed immediately after the umpire's ball or strike call. And this is where it gets fun.
Bet outside.
We will watch on the video replay with everyone else. It is a strike just by the slimmest of margins.
And this is how ABS works. The plate is 17 inches wide, no surprise there. Heights for the batter, the hollow beneath the knee is calculated at 27% of a batter's height, and the midpoint between the top of the uniform pants and shoulders is 53.5%.
We will see if the call is upheld or overturned.
Might have been a pretty good pitch, but might have been a tad high. Yep, just a little high.
And what's most interesting to me uses the center depth point of home plate rather than the front edge.
And shake him. And that is a called strike 3, and Alvarez is smoking mad.
This ejection of Carlos Mendoza was from this season and illustrates the problem with the electronic strike zone TV edition. The TV does the front edge of home plate, but even the TV gets it wrong. So I'm curious to see with ABS what happens on a sinking pitch like this one, where it says that it didn't hit the minimum height requirement to be a strike at the front edge. Not to mention what post-game processing does, where MLB goes back and accurately judges the batter's bottom and top of the zone. ABS calculates zone height based on an absolute percentage, which is unfortunate because not all tops are the same, nor are bottoms.
3-0, misses the outside corner, ball 4. And we will see the result of the pitch.
As for the depth issue, ABS does the back rectangular edge of home plate, whereas TV does the front, so there might be a discrepancy going forward, which led Jason Stark to write this article about how MLB is concerned that TV is wrong, and therefore we might see TV boxes go away, which would be a good thing, in my opinion.
2-1. Just missed up and in, 3 balls and a strike.
And I believe there will be a challenge.
So we're getting rid of the box, which is good, but for the wrong reason, because the only reason MLB wants it gone is because it might make ABS look bad.
It was high.
A little bit high. I'll tell you what. Takahito Matsuda's having a good day behind the plate the other day.
ABS still has glaring holes similar to TV, like having strike zones that are dependent upon percentages as opposed to actual measurements and not accounting for a 3-dimensional home plate, pitches nicking the back edge.
And he got him looking.
Like this pitch to Jesse Winker, he argued it was a ball, the TV looked like a ball, but it's actually a strike. You just have to take that 2D zone and make it 3D to look for the full depth of home plate to see the pitch nick the zone.
Zeha tosses him from the game and will go to the bottom of the 9th.
Remember, the numbers aren't processed yet. Processing will raise the zone, but even raw 3D shows the ball clip the unprocessed zone by that much.
I think he was upset with the first pitch that was a strike that he got called a strike.
So just to be clear, ABS will not fix the 2D, 3D zone problem. It's still going to be called incorrectly. But this is more of a game management tool. ABS is designed to have the players accept the call. That's how it worked with umpires, too. That's ideally how it would work with umpires. They just accept the umpire's call. The problem is, they're no longer accepting the umpire's call. So now MLB is putting in a computer, which even though its methodology is flawed, even though it doesn't account for a 3D zone, at least that is a level playing field everyone can be on the same page for. So even if it's wrong, they might not know it's wrong and they'll have to accept it. I still anticipate some ejections for some ABS calls at some point this season, but this is more of a game management tool than a let's get the call 100% right tool. At this stage, the technology is not perfect, but at least it will correct the egregious errors that we have seen in the past.
Here's what it looked like. So it was a strike. So the Cubs challenged it. I'm guessing that it was.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Visit us online at closecallsports.com. We'll see you on the site. Oh, I forgot to say, that's also why you're not seeing testing of the fully automated system that calls every single pitch, because if we were to see that, we would see that it would have errors in it. That's why it's only the challenge system where we see it only for very important pitches. Only twice a game per team. If they get it wrong, if they win the challenge, they retain it, obviously. Thanks to all my Patreons and lovely supporters here, channel memberships, all of that. On our Discord, we have so many ways to support us. We're very excited for this season. We'll see you on the site. Take care.